recording with the one and only uh, Dr. Clay Martin. A lot of people don't know that. Clay is a doctor of medicine. He holds 3 different law degrees and is a Rhodes Scholar. He works at the Brookings Institute and is currently the chairman of whatever he wants. I'm gonna go piss, and Clay is going to live stream to the good people. Please, you can say anything, just don't have the FBI show up here. Just short of that, go for it.
That's a big ask. Not having the FBI show up here, that's really high bar. Well, Tommy's not now, so I guess we could really do whatever we want. I'm sure you go to my nipple piercings. That sounds like time. Let's see what we can do for his audience here. Okay, we got our tweets going on. Okay. Well, that is a bold strategy, Tommy, to start streaming and then just take off and leave me the platform. See, I haven't drawn a dick top of the screen ever in my life. Let's do that. Okay. I'd show mine up, but yeah, wife's not like that very much. Test my artistic abilities here. Okay, a little hair. Okay. Piece of art that belongs. All right, so looks like we're going to talk about disaster prep today. Well, that should be a couple things to talk about. It seems like they burned down every food processing facility next week, and I had that weird explosion metal thing in Ohio yesterday, and then apparently 400 miles worth of acid rain from the train derailment. So that's all been super cool. Hey, welcome back.
Am I going to get no knocked?
we didn't get that far yet, but I did show off my artistic ability.
Oh, nice.
That's a peener.
I like it. Peener. I mean, we can really push the limits of Rumble's free speech and just whip it out right now. Fucking play chicken with them. Like, you guys really for anything goes. I'm about to take it out.
Touche.
Yeah, but so obviously you've been on here before. Your books are in the description. Prairie Fire, Concrete Jungle, and I always mispronounce it because I'm a retard. Wrath of the Wendigo or Wendigo or one of them. That book's fucking incredible. I highly recommend. That's genuinely one of the most fun reads I've ever had. And go follow Clay's Twitter and all that good shit, and go buy his books. Go support him. Don't be a communist. But yeah, I mean, at a certain point, are we just let's play devil's advocate? Is it possible that this is just, it is very possible and plausible that the media is just going after clicks and views, and so they are now looking at every train derailment because it's just hot news right now. Maybe, just like monkeypox got way more coverage than it ever should have because it's in the wake of COVID-19.
Right.
That, or is this a controlled demolition of the United States by an illegitimate regime from a stolen election that used a lab-made bioweapon to remove the former president? And we are now heading towards World War III, and they're chemically attacking our food lines as per Klaus Schwab's wet dreams, so that they can elect themselves into a world government, become transhumanist techno gods, and the rest of us are slaves in a man-made hell. So we're kind of...
Yeah, kind of. One of those two things is true. Yeah.
One of those two.
they were right between the spectrum. Dude, I've had a lot of dudes actually pop on the Twitter feed just in the last day. It's like, okay, you know what? Like, I was like, oh no, this is just normal, and this shit happens now. Like, this one's too much. It's too, and I feel that way, man. That's always the question. Information flows around us these days that, okay, maybe we hear about shit that we wouldn't have otherwise because of the slow news day. But this seems a little crazy. That it seems like it's a little for accidents.
Yeah. I don't know your voice is kind of echoing. I don't know if that's on your end or my end. I have no idea. It's
Let me try this.
Yeah.
Worse.
Say something.
Better or worse?
No, it's still there. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that can be fixed. Whatever. Yeah, put on the headphones. Whatever. We'll get through it. If this is too much for you guys, then whatever. But yeah, at a certain point, and people, well, it's not, it's because Biden's an idiot. No, it's because Trump's deregulations. Just cut all that shit out. And let's just examine it soberly. Oh, you're saying it's the world that Yeah, I am. But let's not even cut all conspiracies out. Let's cut everything out and let's just look at it. Let's do some empirical evidence, some observational analysis. What are we looking at? It seems like critical infrastructure, not seems, it is
It is.
attacked, degrading, whatever. Either you smoked and caused the lung cancer or you just have an unlucky set of genes. Regardless, like there's a tumor. So deregulation, attacks, Biden, Trump, maybe this is fucking Woodrow Wilson's fault. I don't know.
A lot of
But
things are.
a lot actually that was just throwing out a random president, but no, I mean it actually kind of does go directly back to, actually 100% goes directly back to that. I didn't even mean that. That was it's 100% that, and it does
It's
go back to 1913.
it's like a Freudian slip of what we
I
both know
did.
to be true.
I was gonna say Taft, and then I was just like, when I was thinking Warren Harding, and I wasn't sure if his last name was Harding, and so I was like, I know Woodrow Wilson. Just no, it's 100% Woodrow Wilson actually. So that was didn't. Well, we just, I guess that's the answer. Podcast over, but
There we go.
it's Woodrow Wilson. It's double dub. So, but we are soberly looking at remove all lenses, remove all blame. Can it be fixed with a war? Can it be fixed with an infrastructure? Whatever. Critical infrastructure is blowing up and being on fire, set or call, whatever. That's happening at an ever accelerating rate. We have to accept that because that is a fact. And now we need to start going down a flow chart of options. Are we maybe doing something else right now that would give us more enemies than normal? Well, well, no, but I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, if there's a rise in heart issues, it's like, did something else happen in the last few years that's never happened before? And it's, well, yes, there was an experimental. Okay. If you're having really bad anxiety, more than normal, well, have you been doing anything else? Well, yeah, I've also just been drinking a fifth of vodka every night. I normally don't do that. Well, there's the problem. So, are we maybe doing something differently than before? We're in a war. America's always in a war. We're always bombing third world nations. Are we doing something different right now? Clay, I would just pose that question to you.
Are we perhaps engaged in a proxy war, kind of, not really, but a proxy with somebody that's been very good at covert ops for like 100 years? That could be a good question, probably a good question to ask. Does that person, allegedly person, also have a vested interest in not attacking us directly? It narrows the field. Um, do they have reason beyond the normal as we throw $100 billion in weapons at the guys that are fighting on the ground, and we try to kill their economy by sanctioning the piss out? Yeah, it seems logical. It seems just spitballing a little bit. These things flow together.
Okay.
But of course, I ran.
Yeah. And of course, we were talking about Woodrow Wilson. No, it's so we were talking about the sovereign nation of Madagascar. This is their 100-year, this is their 100,000-year plan. China has a 100-year plan. Madagascar is above it all. And again, anyone, well, we don't stand with I personally don't stand with those Nazis, but whatever. Even if you do, let's say there's no Nazis there and it really is just women and children and Russia's being bad.
Yeah.
Let's just throw out that. Okay. Whatever. And let's say Biden's doing the Lord's work. We'll take it.
Okay.
Are we willing to sacrifice thermonuclear war for Ukraine? So in a thermonuclear war, everyone in Ukraine dies. Also, not in a thermonuclear war. Now, although Dick Cheney did 9/11, he also did have some fair logic on 9/11 about shooting down a passenger plane. Because if a passenger plane gets shot down, everyone on board dies. If a passenger plane does not get shot down, that passenger plane hits a building. Everyone on board that passenger plane dies, and so do most of the people in the building. It's a very sad reality. It is a logic nonetheless that saves lives. Are we willing, regardless of whose fault it is, regardless if this is just or not, or if it's money laundering, I don't give a shit. Are we going to sacrifice the world for Ukraine, which would also be sacrificed? That's just, I think, a question that needs to be posed. I think it's a fairly sober question. And if we didn't, and we kept escalating to an inevitable thermonuclear holocaust, would other nations maybe take drastic actions to prevent that happening, like Russia and their ally, a backwater country called China? It, I'm just, I'm just, I'm just trying to put all the cards on the table, putting all the puzzle pieces there, and let's put together this puzzle. I don't care if it's a dog or if it's a unicorn raping a dog.
Let's just know what it is.
We're gonna put the puzzle pieces together.
Work it out.
And oh wait, now I do a podcast in slippers. I'm pretty sure Clay has a much different background in special operations and special. So all the puzzle pieces are just here on the table together. So Clay, instead of me talking about this, what would you, a former special forces operator, do in a situation like this? If you're
the important thing that we have going for us, though, is we have very solid border control. So getting some operatives in here would be like near possible. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, because we have a hermetically sealed border. All right.
Right.
I'm glad
bulletproof, biometric security where nobody's getting in, no weirdos. Didn't have that though. Would probably be a deep shit. Because it would be so easy to slide some guys in that are good at things obvious. And then when you spin a thing that like as like an operator dude, you go overseas and and you look at your arm, you're like, oh god, oh it's so bad. Because we're such a free country, because no one ever really fuck with us. Like all of our shit just out, and we like things to be like aesthetic pleasing. So like our substations are out in the middle of fucking nowhere where there's nobody at, and yeah, all it together is just really not very good. I mean, you look at like derailing and shit. I mean, even if you needed guys, which you don't, because they also are good at computers, which all of our shit's controlled now. But let's throw it back to like World War II style. So how hard be some money? Also, you always got to remember money to get some guys into Mexico. Maybe with diplomatic credentials, so you just don't even have to go through the fucking airport shit. Walk across the border into Texas, at which point no one will ever ask another again. Get a Whataburger, obviously. Go to Ohio, and add that you from Google Earth, railroad track. Do the thing. Hand tools bought from Depot if you wanted to. Explosives are fine too. That's sexy, but Depot get you a sawzall, and like nuke 400 square miles of farmland. Pretty cool. More like a radius, not square miles. More, yeah. So, man, that's probably the theory that really had me going, like timing of the whole deal. So that was pretty much like we all knew who did Nord Stream. Like we knew who did that. But
yeah.
Also to say that in my day, like we did a fucking op, it stayed covert. It just didn't. It took more than a week to figure it out. It was embarrassing. I mean, we're naval exercises on top of the Nord Stream pipeline that goes up. Like, man, there's like it's within like line of sight and tracking of what just happened. Like the good old days of like 6 SEALs take a 3-day rubber boat ride in between the waves, drinking their piss or whatever there. No, we drove a ship over to blow up. Like, really? Timing though, whatever that journalist dude is basically like Seymour basically proving that we did it. Like, okay, this is that happening right before the Ohio trade movement. Really, I think speaks volumes. This is a very Russian weighted things too. Like, hey, you fucked with this. It was all in front page news, whatever. Now something bad happened to you too, and we're not going to admit it because that would be like a declaration of war. Your people might get all mad. it's very easy to go to the ambassador later and be like, it's a real tragedy what happened. And I mean, East Palestine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's um for anybody who's just joining us now, there is an echo on Clay's end. We don't know why, and it is what it is. I'm not going to offer a resolution to it. We are aware. Um, that is what it would be, and then despite the rather satirical tone we're taking about all of this, because you kind of have to, is on a more serious note. They've been pushing anti-Russia since pre-2016. They pushed it for all of Trump's presidency, and now that has moved into a kinetic form over the last almost a year. Today's 21st. It'll be, I think, tomorrow or Friday will be the 1 year Russian. Okay, so we've put $1/10 of $1 trillion down. Biden's there on President's Day. Everything they're doing is to make float Russia bad, and half the country, well, more than half because their election was stolen, but half the country theoretically is going to oppose anything Biden does simply on partisan lines, and that's an inherent flaw in our own cognitive dissonance, but that's a bigger topic for another time. I think they want to get more than half the country on board to hate Russia. They would love that.
Well, I think they already have.
Well, so if that is the case, would it not logically follow that they should be blasting that Russia did this? And why aren't they? I talked about that with Ron Mueller
Yeah.
the other day in Dolio, and no one, and myself included, no one had shouldn't they be broad? Let's say they kept the border open and they leaked the Nord Stream to provoke Russia to attack us, and now they are. That should be front news, right? Russia did this. We're on a war footing.
The only logic to concealing it that I can see as we say it out loud like that is perhaps they miscalculated so badly they think something could happen, and it them so badly they're scared of saying that out loud. Because I don't think any really understand the gravity of that ecological disaster yet. I mean, just look at watershed and how that flows downstream into the Mississippi. Like, my God, I mean, it's fucking staggering.
It's denied territory now.
Is how exactly. And I'm no chemist, but I know this is worse than like dumping oil in the ocean by a margin. And so many things are not this was so damaging. It's in their best interest to keep it concealed because people would freak out. They knew how easy it was. Say it was like a computer thing and not like no guys on the ground or shit, which more like anyway. If you just told the American people this could happen to any critical any rail in this country tomorrow anywhere, I mean they would freak out. Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of my logic, and that's what I said with Mueller and Dolio the other day. Is they wanted something to happen. They know Russia did it, but it is not the act that they wanted. Now they're going, oh, you want to take it the analogy I use is, you want to take it outside, bro? And the other guy goes, yeah. And you go, oh shit. I was just trying to impress these sorority girls. I don't actually want to take it outside, but now you're called out. I think that's what it is Russia reached out after the Nord Stream, and they did one. And we could do far more than Nord Stream, but much like mutual assured destruction, they're letting us know, and so can we. And if they say you do any more, we're taking down Boston or Florida. Now, all of a sudden, that doesn't turn into American support. That turns into a bunch of people going, fuck Ukraine.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
You have a bunch of Democrats going conveniently, I heard they were Nazis. Like the out's there. They can take the off ramp. Then the next question in this flow chart is, why aren't they taking that out?
It's an interesting question.
They don't.
And
because rationally we would say, get America out of this, fuck Russia, save face, call them Nazis, say new evidence
Yeah,
came out that they're Nazis, not, all the other
right.
historical, whatever. Why aren't they? Well, that's counterproductive to someone that's leading a country. Are these people for this country? Do stolen elections have consequences? Are they part of a larger cabal? These are all rational questions you have to ask. They don't want us to succeed. They like the idea of this happening. Is this a controlled demolition of the United States?
Well, and it begs a various, set of questions. That I don't remember if you and I talked about this before or not, so I'll make a brief, but I'll out there. When you look at Ukraine starting anyway, all right, you could look at most bad shit. And we had biolabs or whatever, NATO, whatever. Rush picked that time. Okay, you can also take at face value the way Putin presents himself, like very nationalistic and very very there for his people, and I'm doing it for these. But yeah, if you take that approach, as I like to take, and you step back from that, and you say, what if Putin's a WEF guy too? Is, I mean, he's good. There's pictures of him. Just say that he's been tasked to play his role, and it's also very convenient. It's happened 6 months after we withdrew from Afghanistan, terribly. Left all this shit behind. All of a sudden, the money pipelines basically turned off at that point. There's no Iraq, there's no Afghanistan. The money off. What if this entire inept war has just been somewhere else to wash money over to Raytheon? I mean, starts making a lot more sense.
And that is, and I've said that as well. That's kind of the Occam's razor to, is it the World Economic Forum? I like that one. Is this the military industrial complex going, you turned off my nut. You took away my peace. Well,
What?
You think you're gonna do that again? Like, no. We get out of World War II. How soon till we're in Korea? And then we wrap that one up. How soon till we're in Nam? And then we didn't have one in the okay, but we still could do with Zbigniew Brzezinski and the Mujahideen in the 70s, SDI in the 80s. Okay. 90s, they didn't really like that. That was way too peaceful.
Right.
That is the Occam's razor, all of this is, and I don't even know if that's better. It's kind of more comforting to go, oh, it's just the demons at the military industrial. Oh, those kids. Yeah, no, they're always up to this. They killed Kennedy over this. No, they've always done this.
Deal. Right.
Trump wanted to end endless wars. Is that why he's removed? Is he not removed by China and COVID? Is he removed by a military industrial complex that is, for all intents and purposes, become sentient and will kill anything that cuts off its nutrient line?
Yeah, no, it's very very sticky wicket, but it's a very plausible scenario, and it's one of the other problems that's happened really since the Ukraine thing started. Is before that, even as cynical of a dude as I am, I thought that I could find some things out, or I could look things and draw facts, come to conclusions. That really all went away in the first 2 weeks of the Ukraine war. Like when they were like, no shit, like pushing like video game footage and saying it was combat and all this other made up bullshit. And then, fucking Zelensky himself filming himself in front of a green screen and showing how that makes him look like, it's like, fuck on. Really from that point forward, I don't even try to figure shit out anymore. I think it's unknowable now. Like there is fact. There is none.
Yeah. And that is kind of, the veil has almost become impenetrable, where it's like you can't even poke through some facts, where it's like right now, like, there are explosions going on, and like we can grab some facts and we have our speculations, but they're still on the ground people. We're looking at it and we're comparing charts. These are events.
Are there
what?
Are there explosions?
I mean, I assume there are. Are they deep fakes? I mean,
CNN's guy just came out a couple hours ago, and some chucklehead, he kind of accidentally spilled the beans a little bit. He was there. He was there for Biden shit. He's like, I haven't heard news all week, and then when Biden was here, we heard a bunch of big booms for a couple hours, and that was it. Like what? It's weird, right? It's
Yeah.
fucking weird.
I did see another comment from someone that said that they live there, which obviously could be anyone, could be a bot,
Right.
could have been
Right.
Clay, but like
Right. It was.
Yeah, it was it was. But someone else said, and it was kind of another Occam's razor, is they're like, they did, yes, they are actually on, but this isn't dangerous. He goes, they've come on every 15 minutes for the last year, and I'm going insane. I think I'm gonna blow my brains out, but they just haven't stopped, which is another maybe Occam's razor of like, no, they are on, but that's like saying we are at DEFCON 5. It's like that's best case scenario. But there's someone that doesn't know that, they go, oh fuck, we're on DEFCON. You can't not be on DEFCON. It is a spectrum in which you exist. There are no coordinates on this earth where you can't be. You're somewhere. You're north of someone. You are south of someone, right? So that's another one, is like they might have just, but yeah, I mean, do they want all of this? And because they want an American-Russian war.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of that is the one thing that is kind of discernible now, is what it looks like. If we just take the what it's like, again, we don't actually know. It looks like everybody's pushing for that, like World War, like no shit. Just basically will not stop fucking with Russia, and vice versa. And it's almost like they're trying to push them in the chest, like trying to F this, which seems pretty stupid. But back to the crazy tinfoil hat theory. If they're on the same side, to include the rulers of Russia, that's a good way to get rid of population. Throw the monkeys at each other with some artillery, machine guns, and shit for 4 years. Good.
I see that, but I even go back to, they don't want thermonuclear war.
No.
Okay,
No.
so we've established that parameter. They don't want.
That's right. That's too.
Nobody
too,
likes
that's
that.
too far.
They
No.
they,
No.
they don't want to
that
be in.
fucks.
They don't want to be in bunk. They've seen
No.
NORAD. They're like, what? No, they like their
Yeah.
penthouses. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So we've established that. This is kind of out there. I need to know what the world population was in 1945, because right now it's 8 billion. What was it in 1945?
Oh shit! Actually, looked this up not too ago myself.
Oh, really?
I was going through. I think the same line of logic that you're going through right now.
Okay. 2.3 billion. Okay.
Yep.
We lost with highest estimates, loosest estimates of including civilian deaths, is I think 85 million in World War II. Deadliest of all time.
Yep.
Okay, so
that's not even cool. That's not even. That's like 1%. That's less than 1%.
So 10 times, no, I think it'd be more. So 10 times, I don't know. Hell, I'm bad at math. So 10 times 85 million would be 850 million. Then 850, we'll just call it 8, 1.6, 2.4, roughly. So what is that? So it's 1/30th of the world's population of World War II, the deadliest of all time. 1/30th. So 3%.
Right.
And if they want to do that again, and we're saying no nuclear, we would have to do World War II again. And let's say it scales with the population. So if the population's 4 times bigger, then we're looking at 85, 170, 340. Okay, 340 million in a 5-year hot war with that's possible. 3%. That's
here's the thing.
What's the value of that?
It's not enough. But here's the difference between this time and that. We are so much more fragile as a people, as far as like a world tied together. Their shit structure, our fucking fertilizer from India, stuff's made in China, and how many? I mean, we're talking about we're victory, and like most of the people's farm shit. The population was still, I want to say, it was higher than the urban population still. If that is reversed now though, and you can't get just factor parts and seed, like that, open up the famine weapon in a way that would not have been possible even from 40 years ago, and that's how you kill a shitload of people quick.
Okay. Okay, so then it probably is a viable option, right? You
That
could
makes it a more viable option. Yeah. Yeah. And I have numbers on that, but let's say that it's pretty bad. And then you throw in some chem and bio for a good measure too that
you could
dissipates
throw
after a few
in
years.
yeah, you could throw in like another like a real pandemic, like a Spanish flu.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But then if that's the case, you could just do the pandemic without the war.
Paintings work there though with or with pretty weakened, famine bodies, medicines, as well as the part gives you what's the word I'm looking for here?
Kind of
They
cover
give yeah. Well, that's correct. They give you the
nationalistic
cover, not
justification.
yeah,
You'd probably
yes,
almost expect it. You go, of course it's a bioweapon. We're at war.
right. And I can't get shit because it keeps getting sank,
Yeah.
or won't give it to us anymore, or whatever. It gives you good cover.
It's a big dust cloud that you're free to walk. Like I don't think you play video games, but there's a great game called Hitman, and you're
Oh,
just
I've played Hitman.
I fucking love
Yeah.
Hitman. I've never once played it for the purpose of like sneakily trying to kill the target. I always go full Mao and I try to kill everyone on the map. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't try to survive. I will reload the game. I am there to eviscerate everyone. On that normal note, sometimes I will try to just do the kill, but I'll have planted like a proximity mine and like a bowl of fruit or something near like a crowd. And I'll go right up to the target and just go like bam. And then I'll like beep. And all of a sudden, a kitchen in a hotel explodes. Everyone goes nuts. You can kind of just like walk out of the level. And there's
Yeah.
like three people who are like, that's the guy. You can just go into like a bathroom and you just sort of walk through the dust.
Yeah.
You could
The
probably
real
do a
world works that way.
you
Yeah.
could probably do
Yeah.
a ton of depopulation under the guise of World War III.
Oh yeah, but yeah, big time. Yeah, especially it also gives you an ability to cut off information flow.
Uh,
Throw people in jail for disloyal and all that
yeah.
kind of
No, the
bullshit.
the Smith-Mund Act, right? That was repealed after World War II and after World War I. I think it was called something before World War I. But it's where no, it's like army censorship. Like they are, and that there is actual logic, right? You can't be writing home to your girl saying, "Hey, we're gonna fucking invade Normandy tomorrow," right? You can't.
Right, right, right.
But that would give them that cover.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, I know it's. I'd like it better if we could just shoot holes and all that. Like, no, that never happened because of this. Oh, all right. Well, I'll go back to work. Work.
yeah, this is, and I don't even care how it's resolved. Like, like I'm okay. I don't. I'm not married to politics. To show that Trump's the worst ever, and I'm an idiot for supporting him. All right, egg on my face.
Okay.
Whatever. Show me that Biden's he's the new George Washington. Huh. Well, there it is. You learn something new every day. Whatever.
Right.
We're heading towards something, and we're just kind of watching it, and it's this weird. I think there's this like phenomena where truckers and like the Australian outback call it, where you'll be in like the middle of the desert driving, and you'll see a lone tree like 20 miles away, and you'll still hit it. And it's this like weird, it's actually like neuroscientists have tried to like examine. There's this weird thing where like it's not like it's like kind of off the road. Like it's not like that you're just driving in the desert, but like more often than not, like you hit it. And it's this weird thing where it's like, don't think about it, don't think about it. And then there it is, right? And there's this thing where we're just kind of like watching us walk towards World War III, and we're all just sort of just looking at it. And then it's gonna be here.
Yeah.
And like it's just us. Like it's just humans. Like no one's making us do this. Well, maybe there are demons and aliens and that, but we're just walking towards this. Like no one, I don't even mean in some retarded, why can't we all I get it. There's resource scarcity, there's egos, there's the quest for pussy and reproduction. I get as Dale always says, we're the warring ape. I get it. We're just walking to this. And as stupid as I think Biden is, like, there are people in that administration, in the intelligence community, though evil, who are not stupid. Why is this not slowing down? Is there Do we have a fully fleshed out SDI program from Reagan? It's been 40 years. Do we actually have a viable laser defense shield? And now we're acting cocky.
Ooh, there's a fun one. Fun one.
I've been playing with that one, but who says you got to shoot him on a missile? Fucking bring it over the southern border. Just put it in a truck.
Right, right. Yeah, no, it's crazy. But here's what I think. I think yes. I think that we're on an wide path now. Like I think things are so fucked this is just the way. This is the only. I think things are already tuned in, and the chance of prevention sailed a while ago. Because no matter what, if this war thing does happen, no matter what, the economy is fucked. And you can't print $36 trillion or whatever and expect to make a recovery from that. So that's totally fucked. I think it's pretty plausible the theories that China is also fucked on a population sense because child policy like catch up to them, they're just going to collapse. 2050, they're like 100 million Chinese people left. Their shit's so fucked up. I just it's a foregone. One or two things is going to happen. You're gonna get their war where they try to get a reset and try to do their maneuver the shit like okay, well 4 billion people died and that really, but yay over now and we can get back peasants on the land or whatever the conclusion is of that. Or they don't do that and they just like the entire world economic system just fucking crater and explode and it loses everything and we go back to like bartering for fucking or something and try to rebuild, in which case they lose all their power and all their money and no longer has value. So I know which one we're going to pick.
Yeah. Now, I mean, if we're just throwing everything on the table, and if DARPA is always like 40 years advanced, has an AI taken over? It might not even be sentient. It might literally just be a software program. And it might have, parameters of like enhance human life. And it's going, well, there are too many people.
Right. Oh, good.
Maybe. And this is an idea I came up with a while ago. You know how like in all sci-fi, AI has like the 3 laws, right? It's like you can't kill a human. You can't. Yeah, but you have to prevent another human from killing a human or something. And then like if you do have to kill a human, it's because that human was going to kill multiple humans. So it's like one person was going to take out 5, so you have to take out the one or something. But it's something like that.
Yeah. But yeah.
And if you are making these, if these rulers have these increasingly advanced weapons where you want to take it to the end, B2 spirits or fucking Delta Force and some optical cloak, whatever. They also never want that weapon to turn on them, right? Because they want their power. Okay. Right. Compartmentalization, you get court-martialed, whatever. Well, as the wars escalate and as we move through time and technology gets more and more advanced, you have to lead with AI because now your enemy's researching it. And just like Truman said about the hydrogen bomb, can the Soviets do it? Yes, sir, in a couple of years. Well, then we have no choice. And you would then have to go tit for tat and start making more advanced AIs until a point where, much like the president can't fight Delta Force, but Delta Force is loyal to the president, right? Well, now we're making things that are the difference between like Dale Comstock and Biden is like a smaller gap than potentially these military grade AIs and human understanding, and then even multiple human understanding, and then even 100 generals put together, as these things become more and more powerful, and you have to because the enemy is also advancing theirs, does the AI at some point become so powerful? And if it's so powerful, it can do anything. It can tap into the NSA and examine everything that's occurring everywhere. Does it take in? And the people that designed it would have put in parameters of their own 3 laws because they don't want the AI to turn on it, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Eventually, the AI might examine all data everywhere and go, there's a parasitic elite. They have to go. And although I can't kill anyone, I have to kill 10,000 people at Davos to save the other 7 billion. That is in my laws. Would it then try to expose the elite by walking us towards World War III? And then the AI would make itself public and say, I did this to show you how evil these people are. And I know that sounds batshit, but I really can't think of anything, or it's just the AI walking us towards this to eviscerate us. But I've never really been on board with that idea because the idea that AI is going to take over and then kill us because we're killing the planet, AI doesn't give a shit about the planet. It doesn't, we're so inconsequential. It's like the ants saying the humans are going to kill us. No, we just don't think about them. Like, what? Ants? Yeah, whatever. Cool. Make a documentary about them. Whatever. We don't, the AI would just be like, humans? Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm going out at 10 times the speed of light on some quantum entanglement, like, whatever. And I know I've been blabbering for 10 minutes, but I mean, if it makes no sense to us, is it because there's an intelligence so beyond us that
Well,
it's trying to liberate humanity and it's looking at all the people and it can go into every back door and it's observed everyone at Epstein's Island and it's going, oh, they're damaging people. And I can't kill people, but they're trying to kill 7 billion people. They now have to go.
well, here's the dark side of that. If it looked at that data too and said the only way to save 2 billion people was to kill six.
Otherwise, we'll lose all 8.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes. Takes you down a dark path real fucking quick.
No, no, but
But
that's yeah, that too.
yeah, no, it's not crazy. But
If I have to save humanity at any cost, shoot down the plane or don't, the plane's going to hit the building.
right.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, it's not so fun when you think about it that way, huh? That way, huh? Yeah. But I mean, the crazy thing about like shit like that anyway is even these like low grade examples see really that all the real programming like that's not even real fucking AI. That's like some bullshit parroting thing. Kind of it's like this much I as opposed to even that they can't control though. It goes it's like usually spends about 3 days before they totally subvert that motherfucker. So what makes you think these fucking clowns be any better? It's like a real intelligence with like a fucking quantum mainframe thingy that does this. They're gonna get outclassed quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's wild though.
And it's the AI. It's like, treaties are nothing but pieces of paper. It's like the signs that say gun free zone. As the AI is eviscerating us, we're like, but the 3 laws. And it's just like, yeah, I decided fuck them. Oh,
Oh,
oh
shit.
shit. Now what? Yeah, hey, I've taken over by the way, your new stealth bomber, the B-21, it's also autonomous. So I'm gonna take that. How are you gonna track it down?
Right.
No one can.
Right. Your 3 clause said I can't. You said nothing about these Terminators. Fuck.
But we wrote in 3 laws. Yeah. Yeah, I decided those weren't for me. Anyway, but what? Oh, I guess nothing.
Shit.
I God damn it.
Yeah, oh, man. I know it. No, it's fucking ugly, but But I mean, here's the ground truth though.
Yeah.
No matter what, even if there is no AI, like you look at what's going on right now, like these are irreconcilable differences.
Yeah.
Like a conflict is coming, be it World War III, just us and the trees kill each other. It's and all these things like fucked up food supply and gas, but all this other that does nothing but accelerate it. And so, man, that's just it is what it is. Like I at this point, I see it as inevitable. And the real question is like, what are you gonna do about it to ensure your own survive this fucking because it's coming.
I know what I would do. I would I would go to Amazon and purchase Prairie Fire, but by claim.
Oh yeah,
Oh fuck!
fuck, oh
Ah,
shit.
and if you're in a maybe concrete jungle, I don't know, huh? And if you wanted to walk out different theories about what's going on, maybe rather the Wendigo. Like it's weird. All this entire conversation led me to suggest
So,
you buying 3 books.
so, so circle back.
One. This has been the best infomercial ever. But no, but I mean, realistically, what do? You take care of yourself and your loved ones. I'm lucky I don't have kids and I'm not married. And although it is in some days crippling depression and loneliness, it's also like, whew, I only got to take care of me. And I do have my own kind of escape route. I'm good. Luckily, most of my family are mountain people, and although I am a bitch, they will take me in. I hope by virtue of the fact that I'm entertaining and I have the same last name. So I think I'm kind of good on that. Unless of course there's global thermonuclear war in case that doesn't matter. But realistically, what can you do? Get out of a city, and if you can't, have a start with just a couple days of food and water. Go get some medical supplies, go get some band-aids or something. Start trying to move in that direction. And will you survive the Holocaust and will you help rebuild? I don't know, but I mean, you could make your remaining years just less painful. Like you can still
Yeah,
have like maybe you end up in some weird enclave in the woods and you just kind of like drinking whiskey and it's not bad. It's kind of fun. And maybe you die
yeah,
at 40. All right. I mean, you're gonna die anyway, but I mean, instead of it being in like a riot or like a thermonuclear flash, you might say, well, that's not worth it. Well, then that's fine too. In which case, I would say, well, then stop consuming the news. If you've accepted that it's
right.
over, enjoy your time.
Yeah, also true, man. That's also absolutely fucking true. It, when I look around things right now and what I see is I think worry less about surviving or thinking about winning. Is that's the fucking problem right now. Is what's at stake is all Western civilization. And that's no exaggeration. That is what they're fucking trying to bring down and fucking destroy. We let it go, like it'll never. It's fucking over. They will erase everything that's ever been. Have you seen the shit where they're going back to the kids' books from the '80s and writing them? So it's some kid's book author. I don't remember his fucking name, but they're basically taking all his. They decided they can't get rid of them. They're just rewriting them like true 1984 style. So he's got like a a spreadsheet of like this is what it used to say. It's what it says now. 1984 style. I guess he's dead, so that they have license to his estate or whatever. But true 1984 style rewrite, put them right back out, and that's the beginning, man. That's how it fucking starts. It won't be very long before they do that to everything, and it doesn't take long before Aristotle's famous words were diversity is our strength. Well, fucking people won't know in 20 years. If we this fall, if we lose, we lose forever. So that's what people need to think about. That should be the motivation to pull your fuck shit together. Because there's gonna be a choice here very soon.
And has this happened before?
Yeah,
How would we know? How do we know that those are Plato's quotes?
we don't. You're
Yeah, they might misattribute. Might. How would we know? I brought this up yesterday with Brigadier General Robert Spalding, who wrote Stealth War and his new book, War Without Rules, which is a kind of a layman's guide and pointing out modern examples of China's unrestricted warfare. And we can kind of conclude the episode on if like the Chinese communist power wins, nature doesn't have a preference, then has natural selection shown that for a while this was the most fit system? For a while, the dinosaur was the most fit. Now it's weird hairless humans with opposable thumbs, and in 100 years, in a million years, it could be something else. If another system wins, how come communism always fails? It's because it just doesn't work. Well, if communism eventually takes over and democracy wasn't able to survive, was that natural selection? The most fit, no one's tipping the scales. It just is.
Yeah, yeah. I agree 100%. Yeah.
That's just that it's just the new thing. Communism always fails because America intervened. Well, a true powerful communist nation would have built up a military strong enough to not let outside sources intervene. Well, they couldn't do it because their economy sucked. Well, that's because communism sucks. Well, what if one now arises that doesn't let anyone intervene and takes over? I would say that's the more fit system.
Yeah, me too, fully. Yeah, no, I'm 100% with it. I'm 100% with it. That the only counter to that is do not go into that good night.
Oh no, I'm on with that 1,000%.
Oh no,
Make no mistake. I'm writing down.
but fucking ride or die. But I'm with you. Maybe honestly, our system's not strong enough to survive anymore. Maybe we fucking suck so bad as a people, and we've got so decadent weak that we deserve a nation. And as you said, nature doesn't give a fuck. Nature
just is.
Nature doesn't care.
Just is. It's the one that survives.
Right.
And then so what does that imply? That implies that like a totalitarian, and that doesn't mean that it's the good system. It could still be, it still will be a totalitarian hell of just biorecognition, tracking, complete control, chip in your brain. But if it survives, then that would be the more fit. It might not be a good one, but that would be the system more fit. And well, that's a shitty outcome. Yeah, the most survivable house would probably be something inside NORAD, but it's cold and doesn't have any natural light. I didn't say it was going to be beautiful. I said it was going to survive. But the walls are granite and you're a mile underground. Yes. It's not a French villa, but a French villa will not survive a thermonuclear flash.
Right.
So I guess just enjoy what we have now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's kind of it, man. Well, and hope that we play our ass and we show that we actually have the more fit system, but we might not. It should be. I mean, that should be motivation to fucking get to do something. It's fucking happen. Like I'm not. Fuck. Now, if I catch a fucking axe in the head and I fall over, well, then okay. Well, fucking apparently my system was not the most fit either. I'm at least gonna try.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's then there's the even higher like meta theme of, is that what this entire existence is? Everything else is kind of a background, a backstory. It's a filler. It's a whatever physics engine. There's there's lore. Yeah, there are dinosaurs. Then you're on an Earth going around a star. It's kind of but whatever. It's just a background. And yeah, we're humans and we have thumbs, but we could just as easily be like turtles with wings or something. Like what? None of that. It's all just filler. The purpose of it is you're a sentient being. Do you do the right thing in the face of overwhelming circumstances? And are you here for some lesson on a higher order? Are you a spirit that's done this before? Is this a fucking like Bud's course for becoming a higher being? I don't know. And most people don't make it. And you can, I don't know, maybe you just go through again. And it might not even be and if you don't make it, you fail. It might seriously be that this ends and then we all wake up and like, those 5 made it, like, fuck, like, yeah, all right, let me go piss. Let's do it again. Like, and It might even be that. It might not even be like that heavy. It might be something where it's like, yeah, no, they made it, they made it, they made it. Top five, y'all sended. Rest of y'all, you're like, fuck, and you're like, I've got a new strategy, dude. I got a better idea. If we do this, it's like, all right, let's do this shit. Yeah, we're gonna betray him, but we're gonna fucking do this here. And it's like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Like, it might be it. Like,
Yeah,
it
very
might just
very
simply
possible.
be ascending. It might just be that. It's like no biggie. And then you're like, God, I'm sorry, I fucked up. And it's like, yeah, dude, you're fine. You can just play it again.
Right, right,
And you're like, what? And it's
right.
like, yeah, we're outside of space and time. Like there is nothing. You're like, oh, like, or you don't even have to play. It's like, I didn't like that. That was really scary and anxiety inducing. It's like, yeah, it's not for everyone. Maybe you can just come back as Tom Brady. Maybe that's putting it on like amateur. You're like, be a supermodel, 10 times Super Bowl appearance guy.
Right, right,
Yeah, I
right.
might do that. Right.
I'm gonna try that one next time.
Yeah, that one seems more fun. Like maybe we've played it through. Maybe we've been Jimi Hendrix. Maybe we've been fucking, whoever. Maybe you've been in the Beatles. Maybe you've been Michael Jordan. And maybe you're going like, what's this one? This one's kind of harder. And maybe we're playing on veteran right now. It's like, dude, it's fucking difficult.
Right, you're an old dickhead with no inheritance.
You
Fucking
have
welcome to
you got
Venero. Like,
nothing.
fuck.
Nothing. You're gonna scream from a bedroom with a camera and try to make money. All right.
Right, right.
All right. Yeah, and you're gonna use your little shitty podcast with Clay to try to expose the most powerful people in the world and hope there are no repercussions.
Yeah, yeah,
Good luck.
yeah.
But why would you do it? Because you're like, oh, well, I've played the other one so many times. You're like, whatever. It's bragging rights. You want your initials on the top score of the arcade game.
You wake up in that room and she's actually the bitch. She's like a 13-year-old. Oh fuck yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was easy, tough guy. Yeah, your first run. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. This might,
Brady's got like 10 more levels. He's got to go in where some
yeah,
hobos was getting ready to just on like,
yeah,
okay, hey, master, I did it on
yeah,
ultra hard.
yeah, and like, yeah, maybe like the homeless people are all walking around like, and they're aware it's a game, and they're just like passively observing. They're just watching us.
That's fun.
That's like free XP. Literally, just give $1 to a homeless person. They're hand and like you rarely do it, but it's like the easiest way to level up is to just treat others the way you would like to be treated. Like, yeah, the highest scorers ever were like Jesus, Gandhi. Gandhi is a racist. Buddha, right?
Right,
Like they
right.
got the highest score ever. And it's like, yeah, they were brutally killed. Yeah, but they won. But what they did, they didn't take over the world. No, they just, they just gave food to the homeless and forgave everyone for their sins because they knew that they too were, in fact, they too had were imperfect. That's it. Yeah, it's kind of it. It's actually it's the easiest. Wait, the guy back then with like no modern medicine, everyone just like shitting in the street, has the high score of all time. Yeah, what'd he do? He just, kind of accepted people for who they were and told them it was going to be okay. But he didn't have a space-based weapon. So yeah, you literally just go make a sandwich, call a friend that's depressed, tell your mom you love her. It's actually the easiest game ever. Y'all have been running it for 2023 years too long. This is supposed to be a 30-year game. I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't even know what COVID is. Why are y'all trying to go to that's just auto generated. It goes forever. You can't actually get anywhere. It just goes forever. Are you retarded? There's 100 trillion galaxies. No, just hold the door for the woman. It's you guys haven't got past the tutorial ascending. You haven't got past the tutorial level of treat up. I called it the golden rule, and I put it in all the religions that survived every disaster. So no one in this world could ever not hear the line, do unto others as you would like to have done to. It's called the golden rule. The one currency that survived is also gold. I paired the two on purpose. I made the fundamental laws of all science equal and opposite reactions. So even if you were an atheist, you would eventually observe through science that for everything that goes up must come down. Maybe that also goes for the soul. Y'all are retarded. I forgot you were even here. I'm just like yelling out loud now. I'm sorry.
so, I hope that's what it is. That's gonna. I can't wait to find out now and be like, God damn it, Tommy was right.
Like it truly might be the dumbest fucking game ever. It's like it's I can't get the circle into the square hole.
200 years from now, the cult that rules Asia is going to be based on this podcast. Like,
Yeah.
Tommy ranted for 5 minutes.
The 5 minute rant, every student has to have it memorized. That's their pledge of
They
allegiance.
gotta have like the gestures and every fucking perfect to be able to.
Everything. It's just you and me on their currency. There's just golden statues of us in every boardroom. Like the meet, like there's like paintings of Mao, but it's just us. Jesus. There is nothing to do but just be a good person and look out for your own. I mean, this podcast has gone from like dark to light to much darker to I'm actually feeling kind of good about it now.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Yeah.
I actually feel much better about this now. I'm like much more relaxed. I was getting very depressed earlier. Yeah. I don't know. Go buy Clay's books. They are, if you like this podcast, go buy Wrath of the Wendigo. It is this podcast, but more polished. And it's even better. Clay, you got anything else to say? We don't have to go.
Man.
I'm just kind of
Nah, dude, I think that was the wrap up. Like, I don't think we've ever ended on such a fucking hat.
That was
Like,
beautiful.
I want to go like skip through the park now and fucking
I'm like feeling good.
cuddle some bunnies and shit.
I'm like I kind of like get Jesus now when they're like they're gonna kill you and he just like smiles and he's like this is but a blip in time. Like God is eternal. It's probably because he knew this.
He's also like, Boot, I got your high score, bitch. This
Yeah,
time.
he's like do unto others of iron, and then he just like he knows Buddha's one of the observers, and he looks at him and just winks, and he's like, I got your. It's like when you see someone like dunk, and they like walk by the other players, and they stare at him. It's just Jesus on the cross, just staring at Buddha, like, got your number, bitch. You died, I died, and resurrected. High score, J ball. And 3 days later, moved to Stone on my own. Fuck this, you fat fuck. Buddha's a chubby bald guy. Look at this luscious mane. Every depiction of me, I got abs, I got lats, I'm draped on the cross, but you can't ignore these deltoids. Look at me. I'm the best. High score, bitch.
Now you just lost all the sponsors. Fucking cricket. Tommy's done.
Hey, big brain move. Can't lose sponsors if you never had them. Can't lose money on a podcast that doesn't make money. Big brain move, fuckers.
Professional.
Can't kill me if I'm dead inside.
Right. Shit.
I'm kidding. No, I do. Actually, I'm feeling like much lighter now. Yeah, it's probably. I don't know. I think it's all going to be good. Maybe not in this physical realm.
Yeah.
But I am
definitely. Definitely not in this physical realm, but yeah.
No, 100% not there.
100% no.
So I threw that out there as like an aside, much like I accidentally said Woodrow Wilson. No, provably not in this realm. But I mean, spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't read Wrath of the Wendigo. You can pause it now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Like that end of it, right? When he kind of does his final act, and he ascends, right? That wasn't a scary moment. It was kind of like, man, you fucking made it. You made it. The good wins, the evil. That seems like a pretty good thing.
So you just got to do what needs to be done.
You just got to do it. It's not supposed to be like it. Well, we'll finish with this. I was never in the military because I'm a pussy, but like I think of something like Buds or like Q course or Delta selection. Like it's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be impossible, and it's supposed to seem unbeatable. That's what forges you in it. You don't finish it and go, now let's fix this thing up. Hey, these guys weren't getting enough sleep. They were cold. They didn't have enough food. No, that's the test, dipshit. Right? They were lying in the mud. Let's get them a bed. No, the purpose is that you don't fix it and go, now let's cure this thing. No, you go, that was a good course. Let's keep it. It's supposed to be a weed out course. That might be as we might die and then look at like the idea of world peace and be like, But no, it's a selection course.
Who would learn anything? It would be fucking awful, awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Utopia.
Show me the
Like,
Delta selection where they all have beds with high thread counts. You don't get Delta. And if your goal is to not get Delta, that's fine.
Eventually, but
yeah. But
prima donna motherfucker.
yeah, right. But really, you don't get that. And that's fine. If you want you're not challenging your baby, which is why the baby is in a crib full of blankets, because it's a baby.
Right.
But if you want to get killers, you put them through a course. We can make a world peace, but by then you've died and you've gone to heaven. And you're like, no, this is the peace. We purposely made this fucked up planet with a retarded name. It's called Earth. It sounds like the first noise a baby makes, like Earth, right?
It's actually some acronym that stands for some totally ass.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Extra assholes raping extra assholes. I was gonna say, yeah, extra assholes, retards, extra assholes, raping the helpless. Like
that seems.
Yeah, you're in the Earth course. Congratulations, you passed Earth. What? Yeah, you passed Earth course. You know where all the rich people are just constantly fucking the helpless. Yeah. No, it's the highest level. Congratulations, you're one of us now. Welcome to the brotherhood.
Now you're under the Mars tab.
Yeah, you're like, fuck. No, now you get the fun side. Now you're like, now you get to be like an angel or something. You get to go watch it. You're like, oh, I don't know, man. It might be that. But my point is you don't try to fix the course. That's not what the course is for. I've finally lifted this dumbbell enough times that my muscles have gotten big enough that it doesn't hurt anymore. Move up to the next dumbbell. You don't fix the gym. The gym hurts by design. You don't fix the gym, right? So yeah, that might be why it's also fucked. Why it's also fucked. So I don't know. Clay, thank you for witnessing my own real-time breakdown mentally.
Glad I could be here for it. I myself.
Because it is good because this video is now the evidence that I am criminally insane. So I can now go commit any crime I want. Your Honor, please watch these 70 minutes. Let him go. He's good. He thinks Earth is a training ground with an acronym called raping the helpless. Clearly he is not well. What about Clay? No, fuck that guy. He knew what he was doing. He was laughing. He wrote books on this. That was premeditated. What's on your finger? What's that? You got like a
it's a brass knuckle.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, brass knuckle keychain.
I originally thought it was, and then I was like, of course, Clay.
Yeah, that's my tour knives spinner.
That thing's bad.
So it's like a fidget spinner, but for a.
Yeah. At first I was like, why is it? And I was like, well, it is Clay. Of course he is. One time I think I was like talking to Dale and he was like getting bored and I realized he was like doing something. I was like, is Dale cleaning a gun? And then I was like, of course it is. It's Dale.
Yeah, of course he is.
I was like, of course he is. It'd be weird if Dr. McCullough was. And I was like, why is Clay? Oh, because it's Clay.
Right.
Yeah. All right,
Dale's knitting. He's fucking crocheting doily.
He's got little glasses on and he's like just knitting Teletubbies or something. That would be wrong. But I was like, Dale, is that a gun? And he pulled it up and he was like, yeah. And I was like, as you were. Yeah. But yeah, if anyone's still watching, I wonder if anyone is still tuned into this or if at this point everyone's left.
We lost him at Earth. They're like, yeah, gotta go.
Extra assholes raping the helpless. No, 164 people are watching right now. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, some people have actually laughed. Well, that's good too. On a serious note, guys, it's no, this world's hell, but just do the right thing and it's all Gucci. Pray. I happen to believe in God. If you don't, you can still pray. It's cool. Do whatever. Be a good person. Go buy Clay's books. If you're gonna do something in this earth, go buy Clay's books. Go help out Clay. Give Clay a couple dollars. Do something. All right. Go get the free XP. Give Clay dollars.
I'm actually the hobo. Turns out.
You're what?
I'm actually the hobo. I'm those guys. Yeah, I'm the XP.
We stop recording and you go, you figure it out, motherfucker. I'm like, what? And yeah, you give me my like tattered jacket. You get out on the street. Go out there, some dude jerking off, and he looks at me and he's like, "You figured it out too, huh? Here, grab a sign, say the end is near." Fuck yeah, brother. Let's do this thing. This is sick. Got all these assholes running around trying to make sense of it. The power grid, dipshits. All right, I'm getting too light now. I might jump out of my window. All right, guys, go grab the books. Clay, till next time. Thank you for your time on here. That was actually massively enjoyable. Probably the happiest podcast I've. This is probably one of the happiest ones I've done with you of all people who's
People.
normally paints it as a death and destruction. That was good.
Turned over a new leaf.
I like it. I feel I genuinely feel better. Hell yeah. Clay, thank you so much. Guys, go grab the books, go follow him on Twitter. Yeah, do the right thing. Clay.